prophet was sent. As the rain began, but Noah was kept, trusting in his plan. You can run for the mountain, you can hide out in the caves, wherever you are, you're gonna make it to the grave. Oh, you better be counted for your last days. Don't get caught up being Satan's little slave. Out came Goliath, scaring all the men. He was a giant, bigger than the rest. Cried out, come closer, and I will make you dead.
How's it going today? Hopefully you're doing all right. Whiskey and I have had a couple days off from the videos, I suppose. We still got plenty that we need to edit, but we got several that's half finished. We hit our walks every day, but it's hard to find a day anymore without wind. Anymore, it's wind all the time. Enough to mess up the sound, the audio, right? In these videos, I don't have one little adapter. That's all I need that I used to have. But I guess the state decided they needed it more to use my mic. And you know what? Because otherwise I can't use a mic. And we'll hit sometimes even the slightest wind. And it makes for a horrible experience, I understand. Trying to hear what I'm saying in these videos. But we appreciate you tuning in. We appreciate all our subscribers, and if you're new here, consider subscribing, liking, and sharing. We appreciate it very much. A lot of people are concerned about the end times. It's all we're hearing anymore.
David responded by leaving with his head. You can run for the mountain. You can hide out in the cave. Wherever you are, you're gonna make it to the grave. Oh, you better be counted for your last days. Don't get caught up being Satan's little slave.
We get to that. Always seeing strange things, especially right here in Defiance County, Ohio. That white truck you see behind me, I thought suspicious. Here we are over at a park. What's this truck doing sitting there? Somebody in it. Sitting here just watching the park. No. There's a female sitting in there doing her makeup. Probably just got out of church and now on her way to sin with someone. Laugh it up, but that's the way it goes all the time. Must be meeting this cop. But since he's busy with that, we'll cross the road when the sign says not to. Anyway, so everyone seems to be concerned about the end times, Revelation, Daniel, mass confusion everywhere. And I get it, because, you know, anyone that knows me my whole life I've been talking this stuff, trying to tell people about it, saying we are in the end. Back then, people, see, I probably missed my calling. Shame on me. Pretty sure I was probably supposed to be a preacher, priest, or something, right? I think at one time my mother had hopes that I would be a priest. Probably a good thing I didn't, right? But at the same time, probably I missed my calling by getting distracted by everything else. However, the truth has always been in me and important to me. Justice, righteousness. Doesn't mean I fall short, but does mean that I've held it to my heart. And I've warned people for years, and people would tell me, oh, well, you know what, you can't preach just about the end is here, and you can't preach all the doom and gloom. Everyone's going to hell. So I'd let them get to me, and yeah, maybe that's right. Maybe that's right. It is sort of, right? Because you got to have people worrying about the good news too, telling you about the good news. But the thing is, I look around everywhere, and what do I see? That's all they're preaching. And most of it is a little bit off base. So I caution you right now, wherever you're getting your information for the end times, I'm not telling you not to be concerned, because I suppose, right? Because we are indeed in the end times. There's no denying that. No doubt about it. Anyways, we just want to share this little message. Yes, indeed, we are in the end times. Yes, you should pay attention. God gave us, through his people, the things to watch out for. The problem is, we got a lot of people who want to chime in who don't understand. Get understanding for yourself and make your own conclusions, right? There's a few channels I watch that are pretty good, right? Preaching the gospel pretty good, teaching people pretty good, until we get to certain points. They start talking about this end time stuff, and I start realizing that they should keep their mouth shut, right? Because let's be clear about something. When you're saved, you don't have to care about so much like it is about the end times. You will be spared from it. If you want to be spared from the horrible judgment that's coming, stop filling your mind that you're going to be just taken out of here when most of you acting like that aren't worthy of it. You have no understanding. The point is not about the end. The point is about getting right. Knowing who God is. You're never going to understand the end times until you know who God is. And that's just a fact. Worry about that and the rest will come to you. He will reveal it to you when you get yourself aligned properly. Whiskey and I on our walks, we pass these churches that are full. Today's Sunday, right? And well enough, but how many of those people sitting in any of those churches are truly, truly saved? They're there because, a lot of them, because they're fulfilling, they think, that's how you praise and worship God. I got to show up on church every Sunday. I can get out of church, go back to sinning. I'm saved, right? A lot of people don't understand what truly saved is, what being born again is. You're not born again until you're somebody new. But they say, oh, I said this prayer that somebody told me to say. Now I'm saved. I don't got to worry about nothing else except the end, right? Meanwhile, you're being taught to worry more about a sinful nation supporting them instead of your fellows around you. Great deceptions are coming. Be careful where you're getting your information from. Just because they know all the words in the Bible don't mean they are completely saved. Let's be clear about something. People are using old fulfilled prophecies and applying them to today. That's big time in Christian Zionism. Take people like John Hagee, however you say his name, right, and others. Christian Zionism. These people are taking old fulfilled prophecies and applying them to today. When a prophecy is specific to a certain people, a certain thing exactly happening, when that happens, then it's fulfilled. You can take the words and warnings from the prophets of old and apply them to today, and that's perfectly fine. That's true, right? But not the ones that were specific for specific reasons. Otherwise, we're just the same. The fulfillment, the time of the Gentiles is fulfilled right now, right? Is till the time of the Gentiles is full. Well, that's now. Why? How do you know that? Well, all the God's people, which is the Christians, are now turning the same way as his nation did, right? Thinking they got it all figured out, that it requires this and that, to praise this way and that way, and forgetting the real heart of the matter. Jesus is God. He came here and said, I am the same today, yesterday, and always, right? Yesterday, today, and always. Too many people want to say, oh, Jesus came and this and that don't matter. Listen. His commandments are that you follow his law, follow his commandments. That's what he wants, that you love him and love each other. And nobody can seem to figure that out. Dogs are driving by barking at whiskey. We're here just to drop a warning on people not to get misled. Be careful where you're getting your information from. There's too many people out there acting like there's a prophecy for a third temple. I'm not saying there won't be a third temple, but there is not a prophecy for it. The prophecy they're referring to is old, long before Jesus came. That temple was built and tore down, and the sacrifice happened. Understanding that means when you finally understand that, then you can decipher more about the end times. You can't decipher it when you're throwing something in there that doesn't belong. When you start understanding who the true synagogue of Satan is, then you'll understand what's going on with that third temple. Anyways, what you need to be concerned about is that you're right with God, right? That's what's important, because whether you're right about the end times or not, you have an end coming soon, period. Therefore, you should want to make sure you are right with God, right? It's just how it is. Too many people make it superficial, like, oh, God wanted to make sure there's a saint there that you can pray to in case you lose your car keys. Stupid is that, right? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. We just wanted to drop that out. Or just say hello to whiskey. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Let's hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep all his commandments, for that is the whole duty of man. For God will bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil. See ya.